in Norrland efter is och bris.
Hello and welcome to the Cigar area. I'm Mike Simmons, and tonight I'm going to be trying out the Dunhill Signed Range. It's called the Signed Range because cigars come with this neat little card that is signed by the roller and the quality control inspector, and each batch is numbered, and if you buy a box the cigars are individually numbered. What I did was got this nice little 3-pack of torpedoes, but it still came with this nice little card that says the torcedor was Omar Sobalbano. So that's who rolled my cigar. This is a torpedo. It's a 5 1/4 by 50 torpedo. Kind of small, but it's a nice tobacco core smell to it. It's kind of a sweet, nutty flavor on the cold draw. This is a Nicaraguan made cigar by Dunhill. It is a Nicaraguan binder, a Nicaraguan wrapper, Cameroon binder, and Nicaraguan and Dominican long fillers. So let's give it a fire, see what we get. Years and years ago, I used to smoke Dunhill cigarettes. At the time, I wasn't aware that they made cigars, but they did make a good cigarette. But I haven't smoked cigarettes for many, many years. Okay, initially it's a rich tobacco core flavor. Nothing really jumping off the page. Nothing nutty like on the cold draw, nothing chocolatey, or just a rich tobacco. Kind of reminiscent of a Dominican flavor. There's a tad bit of spice on the retrohale. Not much, but we'll take it in the first third and see what progresses. See if anything changes from the Dunhill Signed Range. Be back. Okay, back with the Dunhill Signed Range. Well into the first third here. Got just about 3/4 of an inch of ash, burning relatively straight. I did lose a little bit of the initial ash earlier, so it would have been a little bit longer. The flavor did change substantially. That nutty, sweet flavor that I had on the cold draw. After about 4 or 5 puffs, that just started to develop in the smoke, and it's continued on. It's a mellow sweetness and a nutty, cashew type of sweet nut flavor, and it has a little bit of cedar on the finish right now. No spice. The initial spice on that light up went away, but it tastes pretty nice. It's burning quite well, produces lots of smoke. I did have to, I made a little bit deeper cut off of the torpedo tip because I initially didn't cut enough off and it wasn't drawing very well, but it's drawing quite well now, so I'm going to work my way into the middle, see if anything changes. Be back shortly. Okay, welcome back to the cigar area with the Dunhill signed range. Short torpedo. The flavors in that second portion changed a bit again. That the nutty sweetness is kind of giving way to the cedar. The cedar's pretty much taken over, and then there's a little bit of a citrus tang on the finish. Kind of lays on your tongue. It's quite a change. It's profile wise, it's almost a complete flip over from sweet and nutty to even though there was some cedar going through that sweet nutty flavor, the cedar has become dominant. Still burning pretty straight, no need of a touch up. I'm going to take the band off as I approach the final third here. Hopefully been pretty fortunate with the bands lately. Yes. Still producing lots of good smoke. No heat. There's no residue. It's a medium. It's a medium to maybe slightly on the full tip as far as the strength goes. It does have some power to it, even though you're having flavors like sweet and nutty. It's got some strength in there, but I'm gonna take it down into the final third, see if we get another change or if it stays the same. I'll be back. We'll let you know. Alrighty, back with the Dunhill signed range. Pretty far into the final third here. I'm gonna put a stop to this now because it's starting to get a little hot, a little tarry, which sometimes happens with the torpedo, especially a short one like this. Not that it's a bad thing, it's just it's had its time, and I've enjoyed the time I've had with it. It's a really good cigar. The final third proved to be pretty much the same as the middle. There was a cedar flavor that pretty much permeated the whole draw, and it finishes up with like a light orange peel kind of citrus on the tongue. Quite pleasant. It went from nutty and sweet with a little cedar to cedary with a citrus finish. Nice variety of flavors in there for a short smoke. It was only 5 1/4 inches, Robusto size, basically, with a torpedo tip. About an hour and 10 minutes, I think I've gotten into it, and very enjoyable. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10, only because of the heat and the tarry taste that's coming up here. I would have hoped to go a little bit further with this, but unfortunately I'm going to put it down. But hey, if you like medium to full-bodied, it's a good Nicaraguan cigar. Nice range of flavors, different flavors. You know, cedar to citrus is different from what I've been smoking lately, which has been a lot of earthy, chocolate, coffee, spicy. This is a nice change of pace. So if you want to get a hold of something that's a nice change of pace, the Dunhill signed range. I know these come in a variety of sizes. Perhaps something a little bit longer and maybe not with a torpedo tip might have avoided the heat and the tar flavor at the end here. But until next time, I'm Mike Simmons. I thank you for watching. This is the Cigar Area. Please check out my website, thecigararea.com. Until next time, happy smoking.
Darker fish cleave, creamy seas, and all I'm left with is a breeze. Doesn't even reach my knees. There's too much in this world.